How's it going, Pokemon trainers of the world? It's your favorite dark-type doggo, Little Miss Houndoom, here to guide you on another adventure into the world of Pokemon. Aw, I see you hiding in the corner there, Gen 2. Come on, don't be shy. It's your turn to be in the spotlight. Out you come. Stand proud, Generation 2. You're some of the most loved Pokemon games out there. The players adore you. Oh, there we go. Who's a good Generation 2? Right, now that Generation 2 has graced us with its presence, it's time to jump back into the world of Pokemon and ask ourselves a question that will more than likely get me hate in the comment section. How broke are Generation 2 Pokemon games? A follow-up video to our How Broken is Generation 1 Pokemon Really? Which, if you haven't seen, you should totally check out. Johto. I remember you fondly. Who doesn't love exploring a whole new world of Pokemon? Cutting grass because you don't have Repel and CBA for Pokemon encounters, and you know you kind of want to pretend you're Link from Zelda. Spending hours pressing on this one shrine in the forest because it looks cool and important, and the kids on the playground said if you click enough a really cool Pokemon called Celebi will spawn, so we just kept clicking and running around it and clicking again, hoping something would happen, and nothing happened. Because only Japan gets the super cool awesome Pokemon Celebi. Deja vu, I've clicked something like this before. I know Johto holds a special place in our hearts. It's one of the best generations of games we've had so far, and personally I adore them. But like all games, they have their flaws. So today we're going to do exactly what we did to Generation 1. We're going to look at the messier, less than perfect parts of the game. Know that I do these videos with nothing but love for the franchise, and for me, a lot of the less polished parts of Pokemon are endearing and kind of part of their charm. Plus, they make me feel like a kid again, and I like to feel young. So let's do it. Let's poke into Gold, Silver, and Crystal's less graceful parts, because these games are, well, actually a wee bit broken. Like, not in the same way Generation 1 is because, nothing can be as broken as Gen 1, but they definitely have their flaws. And I'm going to show you some of them. Let's start with one of the more questionable parts of Johto, the hacked Pokemon. When I say hacked, I don't mean these Pokemon have been like game sharked in, I mean these Pokemon at the levels they exist in the game just should not exist. I don't know what these gym leaders, league members, random trainers are doing in Johto, but something is super off with their Pokemon. So, Lance, I see you got 3 Dragonites there. Those are some mighty fine looking Dragonites. Serious question though, why is the highest leveled one only 50 when Dragonair doesn't evolve to 55? I mean, I could let one Dragonite slide because you're supposed to be the champion, but you're not even trying to hide it. You got 3 Dragonites that shouldn't exist. 3 of them. This is a habit. You have a problem. For some unknown reason, the Johto region has a lot of Pokemon that shouldn't exist. Lance and his underleveled Dragonites are not the only ones, but they are the most infamous. Faulkner from Violet City, step right up and join Lance on the list of trainers who are dodgy because that Pidgeotto you're rocking, that level 9 Pidgeotto, it's a wrong. What did you do to your Pidgey? Because it appears to have evolved at least 9 levels before it should have. Go sit with Lance in the corner of shame and think about what you've done. You're the first gym and you have a hacked mon. It's not cool. Look at the example you're setting. Next up on our list of trainers Officer Jenny probably should look into is Price. Okay, Price. Do you want to explain how your Dugong is level 29? Would you care to share with the world your secrets? Because, dude, Seal doesn't evolve till it's 34. So you gotta be doing something questionable. I have no clue what is up with the trainers in Johto, but this generation is just full of Pokemon that shouldn't exist. Gym leaders, champions, random trainers, they've all got hacked mons. And it's not just their mons that come into question. Though trust me, their mons are definitely being brought into question. I can't even begin to explain why they didn't give these guys different Pokemon or make them the correct levels. I don't know why Generation 2 does this. It just kinda cheeses it and hopes you don't notice, and it makes me uncomfortable, and I'm never looking at you the same way again, Lance. While we're on the topic of Pokemon levels being a little bit dodgy, can we talk about eggs for a second? They were introduced in this generation mainly because, Togepi? And baby Pokemon, I guess? This is all fine and cute and all, but it raises a huge question about wild Pokemon found in earlier routes. Aw, look, our egg is hatching. I can't wait to meet the little guy inside. Yeah, let's go look at this bad boy. Wait, what? Why are you level 5? You just hatched. You are literally seconds old. Why have you got more experience and levels on you than this hoot I caught in the wild? What have you experienced in 2 seconds that's worth 4 levels? You might be saying, what's the big deal? And the big deal is, as far as I know, excluding legendary and mythical Pokemon, Pokemon hatch from eggs. And in this generation, Pokemon that hatch from eggs are level 5. So, how are all these level 2 to 4 Pokemon running around? Where did they come from? Why do they exist? I'm so confused. I know later generations have eggs hatch at level 1, and that makes sense, and yay for that. But Generation 2, the generation that introduces eggs and baby Pokemon, decided that they hatch at level 5, which means all these mons we're finding in earlier routes that are level 2 to 4 just shouldn't exist. They just shouldn't. But they do. Is hatching from an egg in Johto the equivalent experience of 5 levels? Why are they level 5? I love you, Gen 2, but your levels on Pokemon make so little sense. Seriously, where did these mons come from? There are so many. Who keeps game sharking these things into existence? Okay, so levels are a bit broken, Johto, but that's okay, we forgive you. You and your dodgy Pokemon, because, you know, we have a whole new world of Pokemon to discover. I can't wait to meet all the Generation 2 Pokemon. What do you mean I can't meet half of them till Kanto? What do you mean Houndour's locked to Kanto? It's a Johto Pokemon! I really feel like Johto and Kanto are a bit mixed up in this generation, because Johto Pokemon are locked behind Kanto, which is post-game. Like, a lot. A lot of Johto Pokemon get locked into Kanto. Houndour included. Not butthurt at all. A huge complaint I've seen raised with Johto is how hard to get Johto Pokemon are, and how the focus of the main game doesn't showcase Johto Pokemon much. And I actually kind of have to agree. I didn't really notice it much as a kid, but playing through to get footage for this video, I noticed it a lot. Take the first route you travel with trainer battles. You know the one between Cherry Grove City and Violet City? First up, you'll face youngster Joey and his Rattata. That's cool. That Rattata right there, that's in the top 5% of all Rattata. We needed to see this. Youngster Joey will phone us and tell us this fact all the damn time because he's just so proud of his top 5% Rattata. Acknowledge his top 5% Rattata of awesomeness. Oh. I mean, I'm gonna let this guy slide though, because he's a meme. Next, you'll meet youngster Mikey with his 2 Pokemon. Surely one of these Pokemon is a Johtomon. Nope, it's a Pidgey and a Rattata. Next! Okay, Bugcatcher Don, show me the Johtomon. Caterpie and another Caterpie, seriously, not even a Weedle. Was finding 2 different bug types way beyond your capabilities? Man. Okay, final one. Come on, Bugcatcher Wade, be our saving grace. You have 4 Pokemon. Let one of them be a Johto Pokemon. Caterpie, Weedle, Caterpie again, Caterpie again. Oh, come on, Wade, you had 1 job. Damn it, man, 1 job. Just have 1 Johto Pokemon. Someone give the man a Metapod. Seriously, why did none of them have a Johto Pokemon? Surely Mikey could have had a Hoot instead of a Pidgey, Rattata could have been switched with Sentret, and, well, Bugcatchers. Seriously, no one needs 3 Caterpie. One of them could have at least been a Spinarak. Why does it feel like Johto is ashamed of its own Pokemon and is hiding behind Big Brother Kanto Pokemon all the time? It's actually really frustrating. I want to see the new cool Pokemon, not just Kanto Pokemon over and over again. Even the first gym leader doesn't have a Johto Pokemon. Falkner rocks a Pidgey and a hacked Pidgeotto. If you're gonna hack, at least add a variety to it. Oh, apparently not even the second gym leader has a Johto Pokemon. In fact, Whitney is the first gym leader to have a Pokemon from Johto in her team. Most Johto gym leaders are using Pokemon from Kanto with like barely any Johto Pokemon. Honestly, it's lucky if you see a Johto Pokemon in major battles other than rival battles during your main campaign. The Kanto leaders who are post-game have more Johto Pokemon in their team than the Johto leaders. I don't understand. I want to see the Johto Pokemon. I have all of Kanto to see Kanto Pokemon again. Ugh, maybe I don't want to see the Johto Pokemon. Well, I've said the cursed words. I think I'm gonna have to acknowledge the cow in the room. Hey, Milk Tank buddy, how you doing? Long time no see. Whitney, oh Whitney, she was the stuff of nightmares. Johto's pretty easy and it lulls you into a calm sense that you're okay and you can enjoy your game. Well, for the most part. Then out of nowhere, a Milk Tank bodies you and your life is never the same again. Cows will never look the same to you again. Whitney and her damn milk tank deserve some broken points. In fact, they deserve a mountain of them. And if you're one of those people who likes to talk about how you never struggled with Whitney and you beat her first try, here's a gold star. You're a better trainer than I am. Good job, buddy. For the rest of us who suffered Whitney, allow me to help you relive those nightmares. Whitney is the difficulty curve you never saw coming. It's so out of nowhere, but here you are against a tanky, hard-hitting milk tank. It's gonna use Attract if it's feeling good about itself because damn, that's one sexy cow to Pokemon, I guess. Then it's gonna roll out for a while or stomp you, probably kill your mon, milk drink if you manage to do damage, and rinse and repeat. Now, there's not much reasoning behind why Whitney is so broken, but it seems to be a collection of annoying-ass moves, with Stomp that hits hard because of stab bonus and a high physical attack stat of 80 from Milk Tank, on a move that also inflicts paralysis, Attract to add another coin flip to the equation because that 50-50 chance of attacking through paralysis just isn't enough. We need a second coin flip to get through with Infatuation being thrown into the mix. Then Milk Drink to heal off any damage you might have done to it, and, well, roll out which gets stronger and stronger with each turn. This is just a combo from hell. It's brutal, it's not fun. You can always choose the fight by bringing a ghost Pokemon with you, but don't think that'll save you with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because they're wise and onto you. They give that Milk Tank scrappy so it can hit ghosts with normal type moves. Woo. Generation 2's normal gym leader is terrifying, and many a bad dream has been had because of her and that damn Milk Tank. It was broke. I don't like it. Also, it's weirdly fast. Like, look at that speed stat. Oh, why is this cow so fast? Oh my god, look at that defense stat. It's so tanky. Excuse me while I do a Whitney and go cry in the corner for a second, because no, just no. Go away, Milk Tank, you scare me! Well, after reliving that horror, I'm ready to look at something a little less stressful. How about we look at the starters for a second? We'll go with my favorite type, the fire type. So, did you think Charizard was cool? Do you want a Charizard again, but instead of a cool dragon-looking thing, it's this? No? Well, tough, because that's what you're getting. I love you, Typhlosion, I really do, but there is a little bit of a problem with you. You see these two sets of stats on screen? Can you spot the difference with them? No? Good, because there isn't one. Typhlosion and Charizard are exactly the same stats, spread out in exactly the same way. In terms of stats, they are exactly the same Pokemon. This is just bad. It's one of those points I can't even defend if I tried. Like, why is this a thing? Why do their evolutions also have near identical stats? Not all fire Pokemon starters have to have exactly the same stats, Pokemon. I know Charizard is cool, but Typhlosion, buddy. It's okay to be you. We're all about positivity here. Just be who you want to be, it's okay. Ah, you wish you were a Charizard. Fair enough then. Let's throw the broken points into the pile with Whitney's milk tank and move on then. Who's ready for some more deja vu? So when we spoke about Generation 1, we mentioned that Psychic was broke because, well, there were a lot of reasons. Just trust us, it's broke. We also mentioned that the only Pokemon meant to deal with Psychic types were mostly weak to Psychic because of their dual typing. Well, it's round 2 of this again. See, Bug is still designed to deal with Psychic, but they still haven't fixed the issues with it. They fixed Ghost got Shadow Ball, because congrats Ghost, you leveled up. As for Bugs, you got a good bug move. Look at Megahorn, that thing's kinda broke. Shame the only bug Pokemon that learns it is Heracross, who's part fighting, so guess what? Yep, he's weak to Psychic too. Sorry Bug, you are apparently remaining jank against Psychic. Well, at least Ghost can do stuff now because they fixed that typing issue and Ghost moves actually hit Psychic types. Oh look, Ghost only learned good offensive Ghost move through TM. Delightful! Oh, and if you're wondering what type is broken for Generation 2, it's either Steel or Dark, the new types that they introduced with this gen. While we're on the topic of things that were broken Generation 1, get ready for what I like to call ported broken things from Gen 1 that still didn't get fixed. Number 1, whether an attack is physical or special is still determined by the type, so all fire, water moves, etc. are special, and normal ghost, etc. are physical. Still haven't fixed that. Have, however, broke special into 2 stats, so we get a special attack and special defense, so have a broke point for typing still being a bit weird, and then cut it in half because fixing special really did help. Number 2, you can still fish for Pokemon in Misty's gym. It's this weird glitch in Gen 1 because they decided to leave the water tiles as encounter tiles, and it's never been fixed and got ported over to Gen 2. So if you fish in Misty's gym, you will catch Pokemon. It's harmless and quirky, but it's still broke. Number 3, the game still can't comprehend that Pokemon other than Ditto can use Transform. We didn't mention this on the previous video, but since it still isn't fixed, I'ma mention it now. Any Pokemon that uses Transform is considered a Ditto to the game. So if you're trying to catch a Pokemon and it somehow uses Transform via Metronome or Mirror Move, if you catch that Pokemon, it'll just be a Ditto. In Gen 1 and 2's world, if you can Transform, you gotta be a Ditto. Number 4. Freeze still sucks. Though Freeze now does thaw out naturally, it doesn't seem to want to do that. Like at all. At least not for me. Being frozen still feels like you're never getting a turn. Well, at least Wrap isn't broken this gen. We just get confused and paralysis combos from things like Zubats. God, that is annoying though. This is why we can't have nice things, Zubat. Honestly, you might as well just point out status ailments are horrible and the AI uses combos of them a lot. This gen really does feel like how many ailments can we flick on one, and also never don't be confused. Zubat, stop using Confuse Ray, there are other moves you can do! Number 5, it's been like 3 years, and this man in Vermilion City from the original games is still leveling the ground to build his house. He is literally the slowest builder ever. I bet he wouldn't get called in to help Cinnabar Island rebuild after the volcano situation. Or maybe he did and that's why it's still how it is. Either way, this guy sucks. Hurry up and build your house already. I didn't plan on talking about this, but while grabbing footage, I really couldn't help but notice this massive glaring flaw in Gen 2. So let's talk a little bit about its difficulty curve, because honestly, it's a bit broken. So the game itself is pretty easy. It's really not that bad. Most of the trainers are kept pretty low level though, both main game and post game. Even the Elite Four and Champion are surprisingly low level. You won't need to grind much at all in these games, which is for the best because the level scaling is not sorted for wild Pokemon. So most Pokemon you meet are really low level, meaning getting experience points is incredibly hard to do. Look at how janky low level the wild Kanto Pokemon are. They're so low, it's hard to add any of them to your team because it will take forever for them to catch up, yet they've been locked out of the game till now. Trainer battles towards the end game are also still really low, like look at the final Team Rocket section. They're still in their 20s. How is it trainers are this weak for near end game? The difficulty curve spikes for Whitney massively and then just drops. It's all over the place. It doesn't know what it's doing. The fight with Red is so out of place as well in terms of difficulty, with most ones being lucky if they hit level 50 in battles for end game content. Then out of nowhere you get Red who's level 80. The difficulty curve in this game is terrible and it's a huge problem. Seriously, why is everyone so low level? Alrighty, let's do a bonus round of quick points that were a bit weird or weak or broken in Gen 2. Number 1, Birdkeeper Toby is probably gonna hate me for this one, but unknown. They don't do anything. They have this really cool big area full of puzzles just for them, and yet there's no point to it. and Unknown are just these weird and pointless Pokemon. They learn one attack, which is Hidden Power, which is a move that's type is determined by its stats and IVs, and the only purpose I've ever found for them in my years of playing is to spell words that make me laugh with them in my party or boxes. Unknown just feel like a missed opportunity to me, and I wish they'd have done more with it. Number 2. Oh yay, another gimmick Pokemon. Delibird, the bird that represents Christmas in the world of Pokemon. It's a cute idea, but for some reason its signature move Present kind of confuses the game. Primarily this issue happens when you play against friends. If you use the move Present, the equation messes up and causes the level of attack and defense variables of the damage formula to randomly be replaced, and it uses the opponent's type to work out the damage. Honestly, Present is kind of weird and jank anyway. I'm either gonna hurt you a little, a fair bit, or I'll heal you, because presents from Delibird are pain. None of the Team Rocket executives have names. They did not bother naming their villains in Generation 2. It doesn't get fixed till Heart Gold Soul Silver, but for now I guess fear these nameless villains. Ooh, scary stuff. HMs, HMs, HMs. Generation 2, you and your HMs officially suck. There are so many of them, and they are so easy to miss getting, but yet essential to progress the game. Like you could miss Fly, Waterfall, Strength, just to name a few, that you'll probably miss during your first playthrough. Waterfall's hidden in a cave for Christ's sake, Fly is with a random lady who's just walking around the island, and Strength you have to get from a random sailor in a cafe that you probably won't go into. Like if you did not know they were there, you wouldn't find them. Even gyms bully you into using HMs as well, with the gyms needing Strength to progress. Like, this is just annoying. Why would you do this to us? There are far too many HMs. You are losing them onto HMs super hard here, and honestly, being able to miss so many essential HMs is really annoying. It causes this massive load of backtracking, like a lot of it. Long live Ride Pokemon. Also, when you have to have a HM slave with you, you kind of lose out on important XP points that you kind of need to be giving to your team. Because, you know, those are so rare these days. We really need those. All right, last point. Your mum saving money is a terrible shout. In Generation 2, you can get your mum to save money for you, because, I don't know, you might spend it all on Slowpoke Tail, even though you can never afford that one guy's Slowpoke Tail, because you'll always be short by $1. But the issue I have is she doesn't actually save your money. She just spends it on, like, really janky items that rarely help you. Thanks, Mum, I really needed that Pokédoll. However would I have completed my journey without it? I mean, she does sometimes get you good items. I mean, look, she got me a Moonstone. That's pretty cool. But, oh, no, she got Pokédoll again. Never mind. Why have an option of her to save your money if she's just gonna buy random jank? And it's unlikely you'll get anything good from it. It's annoying. Bad mum. Mum is bad with money. And with that, I think I've poked the bear that is Generation 2 plenty. We've laughed, we've shared the Whitney trauma together, we've remembered the good old days. We saw some very questionable Pokemon that have evolved way too early, and we looked into some of the elements of Generation 2 that are less pretty than the rest of the game. And oh, what a pretty game it is. Look at that XP bar. It moves now. It's so revolutionary. So we went into this video looking at the question, how broke is Generation 2 Pokemon? And honestly, it's not that bad. It's improved and expanded on Generation 1 and is a game a lot of us still enjoy. While there are elements that are broken, like hacked mons everywhere, the lack of showing off Generation 2 Pokemon, Kanto being a bit lifeless because they put the whole of Kanto into one block of the game's memory, and those issues are there and easy to see, but overall I still really like the game, like a lot. And it doesn't feel all that broken. It's definitely not Gen 1 broken. It's like middle ground on terms of being broken. It's averagely broken. The good balances out the broken, so Johto sits on this weird seesaw now, apparently. But what do you guys think? Can you remember broken parts of Johto we didn't cover in the video? Let me know in the comment section below, and leave this video a like if you want me to take a look at Generation 3 and give it the how broke it is treatment. If you like this content, then be sure to subscribe for regular adventures into the world of Pokemon with your very own Houndoom at your side. You wouldn't want to make Houndoom sad on a video about Generation 2 after finding out Houndoom got locked into Kanto in the game that introduced it, would ya? Didn't think so. For now, this little Houndoom needs some rest, ready to take you on more adventures. Stay awesome, Pokemon trainers!